Ekioge gotiria Ekioge kende.
Mugusiano cia soberete njengo nyagate y'abantu ngamangana na atatu Ekioge ni okigotiri Ekioge kende nendenda gitaga tabanga abageni bachira na atebya abantu ngangaki inje nararirie myaka 20 umugusi ntubwete togenda atambe nanje natabire ngana nje tigasoke isiko gandi yinjira ngubwata abagusi bandiribaga tunyara ko batugukinania nende nje ndagitiko twara chi forum either breakfast meetings or dinner meetings whereby kisses can be able to interact because iron sharpens iron as another man sharpens another man. Wana ne gombata muganiga tochi kunyaka batu kwanu umuntu wa we ege Swahili ege songe kiagara ego ba tebiringa edine you want to be there and I have them here and we know to kwanu toranga kunyaka batu konyana. So I'm so glad to have you, sir,
Thank
in
you
this forum. You know, I'm telling the cases
sir.
that 20 years on the mic. I want also to make sure that I create more opportunities for the young people.
Yes.
With experience, we want just to find how can we be able to have there are so many young people who have done communication and they really want also to find a place.
Sure.
But now with the new systems, with the online space and such, we want just also to create space. Because you see, my background is, as much as I've been on radio, my background is in film. And we want just to do a lot of content and film. Because I've discovered some of you are very busy, like you are a CEO. You don't want tough things after you're done with the work. You want some light moments.
Sure.
You want some comedy and such. And we want to create more bigger forums. And I want just to appreciate that I'm having Naftali Mwangi here, who is the CEO of Hyssop Properties.
Asante.
Very good friend. How are you, sir?
Salama kabisa.
Good to see you na kuona na
Thank you
mfurahia.
so much.
Yes.
Sisi tunaendelea. And mbiore watu wetu wa Kisii and mimi niko salama.
Yes. Good to see
Just
you.
as you said, asante. You know the digital, what's called the digital economy.
Yes.
In the next 10 years, the digital economy will be way bigger.
You're not even 10 years. Just talk
done.
about 5 years, even
Done,
3 years. Every day,
yeah.
things are changing very fast.
Currently, do you know the best economy, or our biggest foreign earners are basically diaspora remittances, then agriculture, then tourism. Yeah. Then now digital marketing, or basically the digital economy. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Na nimeshukuru sana kwa kunialika hapa leo bwana Sorobi.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
You know, I wanted to confirm to the audience that you've heard about my 20th celebration and you've said we want to jump in. Yes, 20th mtakoko.
Tarehe 20 mwezi wa 5. Tutakuwa pale celebrate one of us, our brother Sorobi. This is a great man of God and nitakuwa pale na the whole family of Hyssop fraternity.
Yes.
Tutakuwa pale.
Karibu sana.
Tutakuwa pale kwa sababu umefanya kazi nzuri and 20 years is not a mean feat, man. That's long. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So we want to create space for other young people and we want just to expand our vision and even try to find what else can we be able to, with our networks, can we be able to do for the young people? I know that Hyssop Properties, you've been one of those people that I remember when we were doing something about Viwandani and people picked the number of plots there. And then I got shocked that people have built big homes and the place has completely changed. And then the place has changed. And I'm so glad that every now and then, because sometimes you push people, they go for a given product and then wanagundua ni ilikuwa ya uongo. But I'm so glad that those people who bought the land, it was not fake and everything is doing. So I want also to appreciate you for being credible.
Thank you so much. I would actually challenge our customers ya kwamba muangalie kwa YouTube, muangalie kitu inaitwa Hyssop TV. What we are doing on Hyssop TV ni kuambia history. Watu wangapi tumeuzia, watu wangapi wamejenga. Kuna client pale amejenga hoteli, hapo unaita Viwandani. And the most important thing, watu wetu kutoka Kisii, kwa sababu najua presence in Kisii ni kubwa sana. For the last 5 years, wa Kisii karibu 1,000 wamemove kutoka Kisii kununua properties Nakuru. Okay? Na wamesettle pale. Na wanalima pale. And that is what we count as part of our impact.
Wow. Quite a number of them. I remember there is one time also we were at, what is the name of this place? San Marcos.
Simba Cement.
Yes, and then we went to San
it's
Marcos.
called San Marco.
Yes, we went there
yes.
and quite a number of them. I know there is one time also we went to this other place, Bahati.
Yes.
Hiyo iliisha.
Bahati iliisha.
And it was very fertile. Hiyo ilikuwa kwa kufanya ukulima, it was very...
Bahati was very fertile.
Where we had a mayor. Unajua tulikuwa na nyumba fulani ya mayor huko juu. Tukiwa kwa hiyo shamba tulikuwa tunaangalia I think the former mayor or something
the former
like that.
mayor.
Yes.
Actually the first African mayor in Nakuru.
Yes.
Na ile shamba unajua tulikuwa tumepanda ngano.
Yeah.
Lakini saizi ni ya customers wetu wameishi pale.
Watu wamejenga huko.
Watu wamejenga.
Because the last videos we were doing there ilikuwa ni ngano mpaka tukimba.
Ilikuwa ni ngano na nyumba.
You remember we were singing with another guy Echumbi.
na nyumba za neighbors.
Yes.
Lakini sasa tuko na watu kama watatu ambao wamejenga na tumeleta maji. It's a very good place. Nitakupeleka ujione.
By the way, tell me, a little bit before we go to something else I know that you're having. How do you get into ulitokaje? Because I remember you used to work and then you shifted. You got into, I think, marketing. And then where you are?
Yote tisa ni ya kwamba God has been very faithful. Kari yangu ilikuwa kwenye benki. Nilifanya benki miaka 9. Nikatoka pale ndio tukaanza haya mambo ya kuuza mashamba. Tukauza mashamba, then tukafikiria kwamba tuuze apartments. Tukajenga apartments kadhaa tukauza. Lakini tukafikiria there was quite an unfair competition. Especially kutoka kwa China ambao wanaweza pata mikopo kutoka kwao ya bei rahisi. And then they bring us what we'll call unfair competition. So tukaachana na ile kujenga apartments, tukaingia kwa mashamba. So imekuwa muda mzuri, tumeuza plots 10,000 kuanzia 2017. Na karibu client 1,000 wamejenga kwa mashamba zetu kutoka Kitengela, Kangundo Road. Kwa sasa unajua mahala ambapo tunauzia inaitwa Tumaini Estate. Tumaini Estate tulianza January. Saa hizi tukiongea watu wanajenga, mawe zimeanza kumwagwa. Na
that is in Nakuru.
Nakuru.
Which part of Nakuru?
Dakika 10 kutoka Nakuru town, njia kwenda Njoro. Ukifika mahali inaitwa Silo.
Not the one, because last time tulikuwa ya kwenda Kisii.
Ilikuwa kwenda Kisii. Ilikuwa ile ya kwenda Eldoret.
Yes. So now we are the other side.
Yes, ukifika overpass ni kama unaenda Njoro.
Okay.
Unaenda kama kilomita 1 then unaingia left. Yes.
Oh, great. So it's only 10 minutes
it's only 10 minutes from Nakuru town.
So which means you can stay there, you come work and then you go back.
Na ndiposa watu wengi wakinunua wanajenga almost immediately. Pia tumekuwa na watu wengi sana kutoka Kisii. Jumamosi ijayo ambao ni tarehe 25 April. Tutakuwa na watu wengi sana ambao tutakuwa tunapatia title deeds pale. Na wengi wetu ni kutoka sehemu za Kisii. Yes.
Oh, great. So now tell me, somebody can be able to get an acre
of
land?
Yes, pale tumekata 1 acre. Tumekata 50 by 100. Na bei inaanza shilingi 1,900. Or up to mtu anataka 5 acres, 10 acres. Shamba yenyewe ni kubwa.
Kwa how many acres do you have?
77 acres.
What? 77?
Yeah, 77 acres.
So which means somebody can be able to get, if you want to get 5, you can.
If you want to do 5, you want to do 10. Kama uko pale na ungependa kujenga shule, kuna ambapo tumeacha pa kujenga shule. And we can partner and do a good school there.
Because I remember when we were doing the Viwandani, you had space for the church.
Yes,
and even you had to build an SDA church.
For which we gave to the SDA church, and also for a nursery school that is run by the SDA. Sasa hapa tunataka kujenga, tumeacha eka 4 ambayo itajenga, tutatafuta partner ama investor ajenge shule nzuri ili watu wakiwa hapa
they will be able to find a place.
They'll be able to get a good place to school.
So if somebody wants to go for an acre, how much is 1 acre there?
Currently an acre would be, that is 900 times about 7. We are talking about 5.6 million.
So which means a plot, it's going for...
950,000.
Oh, 950,000.
950,000, yes. So sasa ukinunua 1 acre tutakufanyia bei nzuri kidogo.
maybe mtatoa hiyo 50 kwa 900.
Tutafanya hizo hesabu. And then ile ndo shamba peke yake tumeshauza kwa sasa ambayo iko na river frontage. It has a permanent river.
Where? At the end, at the middle?
At the end of the land.
Yes.
Shamba yote imeguza mto.
Okay.
Na ni mto mkubwa ambao napeleka maji hapo Lake Nakuru.
Okay.
In fact uko kwa shamba unaona Lake Nakuru.
Okay.
Kwa hivyo kama wewe mko pale unataka kufanya ukulima, there is plenty of water on this land.
Okay.
Tumeshikana na hoteli kubwa ambayo inaitwa Tumaini Resort.
Okay.
Ambao pia wako na facilities mzuri sana. Swimming pools and all that. Na tuko na partnership ya kwamba kama unaishi hapa ungetaka kufanya birthday ya mtoto wako, unamfanyia pale kando ya swimming pool at Tumaini Resort. Yes, which is our partner at Tumaini Estate.
Now, just assume that somebody has just bought a piece of land, probably it's 1 acre or maybe it's a quarter which is going for 150. How long do you take so they can be able to have their title deeds ready?
We are taking exactly 21 days. 21 days. Upon full completion of payment, it's taking 21 days.
Why 21?
Because all those titles are ready.
Okay.
Yeah, tumefanya subdivision.
Okay.
All the titles are ready at the lands office.
Okay.
So actually 21 days is the maximum that it will take for us to give you titles.
Wow.
On your name.
Great. Now you've said you have something on 25th. What did you have?
25th tunawapa ile slot ya kwanza ambao wamenunua pale Tumaini. Tunawapatia title deeds. Tuko na clients 170 ambao tutapatia title deeds hiyo siku. Ni pia siku ya watu kupatana, jua jirani wako. Pia tutapatana na service providers. Kwa mfano watu wa KPLC watakuwa pale, watu wa Nakuru Water Service watakuwa pale, ili tuulizane maswali, tutakuzaje hii place. So on 25th it will be a family fun filled day. We will be there. We will have fun with our customers and their children. They will ask all the relevant questions from roads to, and then cha muhimu, kila mtu ataenda na title deed yake.
So those who have paid
fully,
yes,
they will have their title deeds.
Okay.
Those who are still paying, I would only urge them to pay by end of day tomorrow, and we can process those titles. Kwa sababu tunaweza harakisha.
Now tell me something about this place. Can somebody be able to build apartments? Maybe probably if you want to build apartments for people to come and rent at some point. Or is it a controlled environment that you have to build your residential home? For
Tumaini Estate, tume control. You can only do what is called a single dwelling. Nyumba yako ya kuishi. Ama unaweza jenga hostels. Bora zisipande zaidi ya ghorofa moja. Okay? Kwa sababu next na sisi ni Rift Valley Institute. Okay? Umbali ambao si kubwa kidogo ni Egerton University. So pale kuna students wengi. Kwa hivyo kuna ile part ambapo tumeacha yule mtu atataka kujenga hostels. And our neighbors have done very good hostels.
Okay.
So but predominantly ni a residential area.
But now, if in any case I'm interested to do residential hostels, can I be able to focus on that side?
Yes, exactly.
So I can say, yangu nataka kuenda kuweka hostels.
Hostels, tutakupa hiyo side ya hostels.
Yeah.
Ili usiweke hostels
in a place
katikati ya wale wamejenga nyumba za kuishi.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Now there are those people asking, how do I get in touch? Do you have a number, or do you have the offices? How do I go about it? Because somebody might want to make sure that you paid before the very day.
Thank you so much. Hapa Nairobi tuko katika nyumba yetu ambayo inaitwa Hyssop Center, ambapo iko Ridgeways. Hyssop Center, Ridgeways. Ukigoogle tu Hyssop Center utaipata. Nakuru tunapatikana nyumba inaitwa Tower 1. Ghorofa ya 3, third floor. Okay? Tuko Olkalau, utatupata Olkalau pale karibu na stage, na pia Kisii. Tuko na representative wetu Kisii pale Magsons Plaza, ghorofa ya 2. Beyond that, all social media pages tutaingia at Hyssop Properties. Na ambao wangependa kutupigia simu immediately. We are on 0707 666 000. 0707 666 000.
So they call this number, waambie sisi tunataka Tumaini Estate.
Ukipiga hiyo namba Tumaini Estate utatupata. Yeah. Wale ambao wangependa kuchat na mimi immediately kutumia ile mtandao inaitwa WhatsApp.
Yes.
Okay? Namba yangu ni 0728 another 28 2900. Tutakujibu maswali zote na tutakupeleka vizuri. Kama una piece of Nakuru. Acha nikwambie kwa nini. In the last 3 years 470 new companies have set up offices in Nakuru. Okay? One, it became a city. The 4th city then. So tuko tuna Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, then Nakuru.
Oh, it's the 4th.
It's the 4th. Baadaye sasa ndio wameleta Eldoret. Number 2. Hii barabara kutoka from Nairobi to Nakuru. Actually inapita Nakuru inaenda mpaka Malindi to Mosamit. Mosamit ni upita Salga kule juu. Tunapoongea saizi inakuwa dualized. Kwa hivyo mtu uko Naivasha kufika Nakuru atakuwa anachukua close to 30 minutes. Kwa hivyo inamaanisha unaweza ishi Naivasha na ufanye kazi Nakuru. Kwa sababu kwa sasa inakuchukua kama 1 hour about 45 minutes. But ikiwa dualized kwa sababu traffic hakuna, malori hakuna, it will be very faster to live in Gilgil na ufanye kazi Nakuru. Kwa muda wa kama 2 hoteli kubwa zimeenda Nakuru. Nakuru hakukuwa na Serena. Yeah? Sasa kuna Serena Woodlands. One of the biggest hotels in Nakuru. Kuna zingine nyingi ambazo zimefunguliwa hivi majuzi. Na hiyo ni kuongea to the confidence ambayo mtaa wa Nakuru umepata in the last about 2 to 3 years. Yes. Another big thing ni ati apart from Nairobi, Nakuru is the next biggest cosmopolitan area. Yeah? Cosmopolitan ni kusema ya kwamba yeyote anaweza nunua na aishi Nakuru bila tashwishi lolote. Yeah? Wajua kuna mahali ukinunua kama wapi? Kama Murang'a na umetoka sehemu nyingine utasikia kuwa peke yako. Lakini pale Wakenya wote wako, kabila zote ziko, all Kenyans of all walks of life wanapatikana pale Nakuru. Na so Nakuru inakuwa ni kivutio kizuri sana for all Kenyans of all walks of life.
Let me take you back to a place you took me.
Yes.
In Malindi. That place was called Is it Pishimwenga?
Pishimwenga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kakoneni all the way.
Yeah.
And then
Savo Road.
Yes, you had a lot of acres of land there.
Yes, we had a lot of acres. We still have.
Yes.
Malindi peke yake tuko na eka, kwa sasa tuko na eka 400. Okay? Na watu wengi wamenunua. Nakumbuka pale Malindi we don't sell plots. We sell a minimum of an acre. Okay? Kwa hivyo kama yule ambayo maybe Nakuru angependa shamba kubwa, pale ndo tuko na affordable land.
Yes.
Kwa sababu tunauza eka moja kwa shilingi 1500. Okay? So kuna wenye wamenunua eka 10. Kuna wenye wamenunua eka.
I think the last time we were there it was going for 400.
Yes,
now
it was
it's 500 because
now,
a year down the
now
line.
Now it is 500.
Yes.
Next na sisi uliona ni shule inaitwa Pishimwenga Primary.
Yes, primary school.
Kama kampuni tumeshikana na Pishimwenga na tunajenga a public library. Yes, a public digital library. Kwa sababu mahala popote tunaenda, we just want to leave a lasting impression. Yes.
Wow. Great. So still if somebody has some money and you want to invest in Malindi, still they can be able to come back to you.
Yes. In fact, once our focus is off Nakuru, tutaingia Malindi. Malindi ni sehemu nzuri kabisa. We sell what we can buy. In fact, nimetoka Malindi on Saturday, on Sunday. Tunauza kile kitu tunaweza nunua. Yes. So we get prime land for our customers. Na umezitembea, umeziona.
Yes, I was
in
biashara. I was
10. We'll be celebrating 10 years in the month of June. So we know a thing or two. We have an experience in this field. Yes.
Great. Now, tell me about the diaspora. I remember there's one time you were outside Kenya. I think you are in is it Europe or it's the US?
Kwa kila
and then
mwaka,
you're meeting
yes, kwa kila
like a
mwaka
number
lazima
of,
tuende Diaspora.
Yes.
Tuko na marafiki wengi sana Marekani. Tuko na marafiki wengi sana, tuko na customers wengi sana Europe. In fact, in the month of July nitakuwa Germany na Belgium na country kama 5. And then pia tulikuwa napata watu wengi sana, Wakenya wetu wengi sana wenye wako UAE, United Arab Emirates. Though hiyo imeadhilika kidogo kwa sababu ya vita.
Yeah.
You know, the US-Iran war has really affected incomes in those especially Dubai and Qatar. Because if you look at Dubai is a tourist country. And so when there is a scare, people don't book hotels. And hotels is the main catchment, foreign income catchment. And so that affects everything. So that has affected our people a big time. Even in the US, the current administration brought in a lot of taxation on diaspora remittances. The immigration policy is very punitive to a lot of non-Americans. Lakini cha muhimu ni ya kwamba kuna Wakenya wengi sana kule. Na Wakenya wengi sana USA. Na hivi ndivyo tumenawaambia as we go there. We tell them every country today is looking internally. You know, they want to say America first. They want to say Europeans first. And so it's a time to remind you that pia sisi kuna mahali tumetoka. Na hapa ndipo tunastahili kubuy. We need to buy here. And when we don't buy in Kenya, when you don't own a piece of land in Kenya, the Chinese are owning it. The Somalis are owning it. Kenya is the only country that is visa-free for all African countries. Ukiwa Nigeria, you don't need a visa to come to Kenya. So people are investing, so many non-Kenyans are investing in our land, in our economy. And land is the basic factor of production in this country. Our economy runs on land. That's why if you go to a bank in Kenya with the best idea, they will not fund the idea. They will ask you, bring us a piece of a title deed. So I call upon Kenyans to own a piece of Kenya shamelessly. You don't need permission. You can own a piece of Kenya wherever you want. Yes.
Now, tell me something. You know, we have quite a number of experts outside here who probably tell you don't need to have land. You only need to have an apartment somewhere. The cost of building, the returns and such. There was a conversation that was going on.
Oh, yes.
And quite a number of people were saying, I don't need to have land. You know, I have a lot of land and there's nothing I'm doing. I have a lot of idle land and such. Maybe probably can you try to, because by the time that you've been in land for all this time, there's something that you've seen.
Good.
What is it that probably you've seen when everybody's saying, I don't need to have land. I can just go an apartment and then I'm able to pay rent instead of me building my own.
If you're looking at comparing lands against an apartment, where is that apartment erected?
You have to have land for you to build.
So the owner of that apartment has erected it on their land.
Yeah.
So land is a basic factor of production. Sisemi, I'm not here to say an apartment is bad vis-a-vis a piece of land. So I would say it's a cocktail. It's a cocktail. You need to diversify. But the cost of owning an apartment in Kenya and vis-a-vis the cost of buying land. For example, a place in Nakuru. A piece of land will be 950. An apartment will cost you 5 million and 6 million. Okay? So there are places. For example, if I want to compare land and apartments in Kilimani, I'll tell you to buy an apartment. Okay? Because land is expensive in Kilimani. But the opposite is in Nakuru. Land is cheaper than apartments. So it's a game of where, it's a game of price, it's a game of what we call it's a cocktail. It's a game of diversification. Pia land will never lose value at all. Apartments lose value. I don't know if you know that.
How?
If today you build an apartment in South B, and someone else build a better apartment next to you, okay? And that is why the game of apartments is about looks and
latest model.
Latest, yes.
What
so
you have
people
inside.
move from the older versions to the newer versions. Okay? And so what happens is that the owner of the older version is left there negotiating on rent. Yes, and that is why so many smart investors in apartments, they build, they take rent for like 5, 6, 7 years, then they sell the whole block. Because it will not have the same appeal. Think about it. People who had houses in Buruburu, those days when Buruburu was the Runda of Kenya, today they are demolishing. Because nobody wants to live in Buruburu. Okay? But land will always appreciate. The cost of land in good areas. Someone will buy land. Someone better buy land in Kilimani than an apartment in Kilimani, if those two will cost the same. Yeah, because there is a lot you can do on a bare land. Yeah. Okay.
Let's just talk about. You wanted to explain more?
I want to tell you that is not cast on stone. If it's a need game. If your need is at this level where you want an apartment, again, what is it for? Is it for investment or is it for you to stay? Okay, I can tell you, families that start to bring up their kids in an apartment, very soon they get themselves going to get a piece of land to build a home. Because when you have a first child and the second child, you can afford to be in there in an apartment. When your kids grow to be 18, 19, you cannot keep with an apartment, you know. But if you're buying it for investment, for return on investment, then that's a whole different game altogether.
Great. Now let's just go back to Nakuru. You talked of so many acres of land, and you're saying 50 by 100 is going for
950,000.
Yes.
We have got from 50 by 100 up to 5 acres. I don't want to put the prices on the 5 acres, but I want to say the minimum you can invest on is 950. So if someone is coming for 2 acres, we will not say 950 times 14. No. We are going to negotiate on that.
Now talk about...
At least I'm talking about we have access.
Oh, great.
To the amount of land you
sometimes you find somebody's working and you do not have the 900. You have like 200,000 or you have 400 or you have 600 or you have 800. And you mentioned that the moment you finish paying the 950, in 21 days you have your title deed.
Yes.
Now talk about these people who do not have the whole amount at once.
Good. We have got 2 plans for the people who do not have the monies at all. First of all, you only need to pay 300,000 as deposit. Then in-house at Hyssop Properties, we're going to give you up to 6 months. Okay? We call it lipa mdogo mdogo.
Okay.
If you're looking to pay beyond 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then we have partnered with SACCOs. We have partnered with the Tower SACCO. We are signing a very good memorandum with Gusi Mwalimu SACCO, basically to partner those people who want to pay in a longer duration of time. Yeah.
Oh,
so
great.
we have prearranged financing.
Now,
and on the 25th,
Yes.
once you come, you will meet those financials on the ground.
Talk about Nakuru, those who might want to do farming. Somebody might want to get 5 acres or 6. What exactly kind of farming? What type of farming can someone be able to do in Tumaini?
Nakuru is termed as one of the food baskets of Kenya. Okay, Nakuru is the biggest producer of maize, second to Kitale. So we are talking about maize. We are talking about the grains. For example, the land we are right now, which was owned by Mzungu, our customers who have bought are waiting to build have done beans. I understand beans have a better income than maize. Okay, I didn't know that. So Once you come on Saturday, I hope you'll be coming.
Yeah,
you will
there.
see a huge plantation of beans. So you can do beans, you can do maize. Some of them have done potatoes, and so on and
And
so
which
forth.
type of beans? Because we have also another category of beans that people are exporting. Are we talking about the normal or the ones, I think, I can't remember the name, but I have seen quite a number of such in Kiserian, Kajiado and such, whereby they just get it for export.
There is what is sold for export.
Yes.
There is what is planted for export. But remember, our land is is not far from Egerton.
Okay.
We are about 2 kilometers from Egerton, 2-3 kilometers from Egerton. Egerton is the biggest agricultural institution in Kenya. It's basically an agricultural university. And they are piloting on a certain bean. That is what I've learned from our customer, where they actually contract our customers to farm on their behalf. Yes. The type of bean, I am not qualified to talk about that. But what I know is that they are beans and they have the planting has been happening. So it basically means there is an income because it's a repeat farming that has been happening.
All right.
Yes. Even before we went to this particular piece of land, before we bought, that's exactly what was happening.
Talk about the diaspora community. We have quite a number of cases in the United States, Australia. We have quite a number of them in Europe and such. And somebody is interested in getting a land in Tumaini. So how do you go about that? Because you're far away, how do you get the title deed? How do you do the transactions? How do you make sure that you are not doing the very thing we saw somebody from Canada? Apea mtu pesa and then anakuja naona nyumba ingine anashangaa what? So how do you make sure that somebody who is outside the country can be able to buy land?
We currently have about 571 clients from diaspora, especially from the US. The diaspora constitute the biggest buyer, either buyer for use or buyer for family. Okay, and our record talks for itself, and we have a diaspora department led by a very able lady called Catherine, and we make sure that we handle our diaspora with the velvet glove they deserve. Because what happens with our diaspora market, I have been there, I have spent time with our people in the US, in all those countries, because they have been hurt a lot of times. They have been conned, they have been swindled, they have been scammed, all those things. So there is a way they need to be dealt with. They need constant information. They need what you say you're going to do is what you do. And so that is what forced us to come up with the diaspora department that purely takes care of their needs. And also remember, we live in different time zones. So you need someone to work up to 1 a.m. Kenyan time to be able to handle someone who's just woken up somewhere in Minnesota or Seattle. Yes.
Great. We want to remind that those of us who are watching this, you can be able to get a piece of land, or you can decide to get probably 5-10 acres of land, because you mentioned you have more than 70.
We the whole land is 77 acres.
77 acres.
77 acres. So far we have pushed about 100 acres.
Great. That is in Nakuru. You can remind us again. We are talking about...
No, not 100 acres, 10 acres, sorry. 10 acres.
Okay. We are talking about Tumaini Estate.
Yes, you're talking about Tumaini Estate.
Yes.
That is exactly 10 minutes from our Nakuru office towards Njoro. So at the Njoro Nakuru interchange, you turn your left, where there is Rift Valley Institute. Then you turn left, you'll see a huge restaurant called Tumaini Resort. We border Tumaini Resort. That's why we called the project Tumaini Estate.
So whoever wants to get in touch, you have something on 25th that they should be able to make sure they have plugged in.
Yes, please. I invite you again on the 25th of April this year. This will be next Saturday from the day I'm here. We'll be having a family meetup day. It will be fun and family. A diaspora, a client conversation day. Before that, you can get in touch with us. We are on all social media platforms. You can also call us directly on 0707 666 000. And if you're in Nakuru, You can call us on 0758 50 50 70. That is 0758 50 50 70. And our relationship managers are going to take care of you. We usually take customers daily. From Nakuru, we take customers 7 times per day. From Nairobi, we take customers every day. And transport will be free. We are not charging for this particular event. And tutakula nyama pale.
But you have to register early.
You have to register early for us to reserve a seat for you.
Yes. So you have to call the number.
Yes.
You said 0707
666 000.
Yes, you have to call so that they can be able to make sure that you are well budgeted for, probably in terms of transport and even food. Because I remember the last time we were Wandani and people ate. Yeah. Now, even as we get to wind up, you mentioned that 25th, you want to give the customers time just to interact and even to ask questions. And those who have paid, they can be able to get the title deeds. Now, there are those who want to come there for the first time. They have no idea. They don't have anything. They have not... are they free to register?
Oh, yes. This is not just a client. This is not just an existing client event. Are you there? You're in Kisii, you're in Nakuru, you're watching us from Kericho, you're watching us from anywhere in this country. Please register. Just call our number 0707 666 000. You can also WhatsApp us on 0728 28 29 00. And we are going to book to reserve a seat for you. We are not going to charge you. Come interact. Come and witness that Hyssop Property is a culture of trust. And we deliver what we said we will deliver. Yes.
Great. And then again, don't forget that on 20th of May.
20th of May, we will be at Tulip.
Yes.
In Westlands.
That is Westlands.
Okay.
Mutiti Road.
Mutiti Road,
Yes.
tutakuwa tunasherehekea
And I
Bwana
want
Sorobi.
Yes, and I want also to challenge
And
other
I'm very
corporate companies.
very excited for that event.
Thank you.
Very
Karibu
excited.
sana.
And congratulations, sir.
Now, what do you tell? You know, there's some young people outside there who really want just to learn how to network. I was interviewing some young people here who are very creative, and probably they might not be able to pay for the dinner. I think, courtesy of Hyssop, how many do you want to sponsor? Young people are into business because I want to. The very day we do the dinner, from then I want to create a lot of forums, breakfast meetings across Nairobi and other places where the cases are in Eldoret. I'll be coming to Kitale. I'll be going to Nakuru. I'll be going to Kisii. I'll be going to a number of places just to organize breakfast meetings and even dinners. And then we get to interact because this, you see, it's written Ekioge. Ekioge means iron sharpens iron as another man sharpens another. I want to create more tables like this that you can be able to sit. I'm in real estate. I'm in this, and then be able to connect, I'm able to solve your problems, you're able to solve mine. Like there is one guy I know who's very nice when it comes to branding and such. So we want to create more forums. Now, there are those young businessmen who are coming up and they may not be able to pay for the 5,000. And I want to challenge Hyssop Properties. How many can you be able to say this, if they do this and this, they should be able to have? Maybe how many do you want to, or what challenge do you want to throw to them?
All right. Thank you so much. I want to... The dinner will be costing 5,000 shillings per person.
Yes.
And I would like to sponsor 4 people today.
Oh, today is 4 people, so they have to comment.
Today is 4 people. And
Thank you.
I want to sponsor the very first people who will write the word tulip and chat with us at 0728 28 2900. Yes.
So they have to do the chat with you.
Yes, just chat with us.
I'm
text
interested.
your name. You're interested in what you do.
Yes.
We are going to tally, and then we're going to sponsor 4 people for the event.
Great. Thank you so much. So we are saying those other corporate companies which are outside there, and I want just to build a network for the other young people, and even for the upcoming, and even for those who are established, because I understand you can have an establishment you're not able to reach, you're not able to. I want just to create more tables like this.
Kabisa.
We can be able to have conversations.
Yes, come learn, and let me talk about this. My past is banking, so I'm a financial person. There has been a huge conversation between money market funds and land. But you can tell that the money market mirage or the money market investment has been exposed largely by the war. So it tells whenever we're investing in many other vehicles, they are exposed by things beyond our control. And for sure, even land could be exposed rarely by things beyond our control, like flooding and such. But those who have invested in money markets, because I'm one of them, I can tell you, once the war started, we have not made any money. The Nairobi Stock Exchange have not been making money. Capitalization for the heavy investors in the security exchange have gone down. So as we invest in what is called cash or cash equivalent, please consider land, consider tangibles, because it is that title deed that you will take and it can help you finance a piece of land. Very soon, we are starting something very good. We are starting something called tokenization of land. Tokenization of land is where if you have bought land with us and you would like to access some money from that land, we are able to provide some money. Okay? So that you don't need to take it to a bank. You can, can we have a piece of land represented by a title deed, but if I need 200,000 now, I can get it now and pay pole. We are working on such a system because the tokenization law was passed this year, and people are going to tokenize properties, tokenize land. I have my title deed, but it is worth this amount of money, and I can access this amount of money whenever I need. It doesn't need to take me 2 years to sell one piece of land. So very good conversations around land investment, because what we do predominantly is land banking. Ni uwekezaji katika ardhi. A good number buy to build, a better number buy for capital appreciation. Yes, sir.
Great. I really want just to appreciate. Thank you because of this conversation. I was talking to Mr.
Naftali
Mwangi from Hyssop Properties. We've worked with them for the longest time. I got to know them. We've been to Malindi. We've been to Tumaini Estate. We've been to
Bahati.
Bahati. Then
San Marco.
Yes.
It's called San Marco.
Yes, others were called San Marcos and such. We've been there. And we want just to appreciate also the diaspora community, because quite a number of them.
And we went to Konza.
I know. Yes, we went to Konza. Yes.
We went to Kitengela.
Yeah. And we want just to appreciate. They are part of the team that are going to support my dinner for 20 years celebration. I decided also to come up with something else for other people. I think after 20, it is not about me now. It will be how do we get to put other young people, and we find also there is something they can be able to do with the experience that we've had. We want just to appreciate everyone. Wale munataka shamba, namba yao ni 0707-666-000. Just give them a call. Wambie tumekuona hapo kwa Sorobi and we want you to get this land, and you'll be able to get a good deal. Remember, 50 by 100 is going for only 950,000.
All inclusive, yes.
Yes, but if you want to get 5 acres, 6,
you want to
10,
get 5 acres, 10 acres, yes, we can.
You can be able to get that. You want those of us watching from the United States, probably watching us from European countries, from Australia, Nairobi, Kisii, Eldoret, Kisii are everywhere, including Pekatoni, Kwale, and all those places. They're there.
And I want to repeat again, if you're there and you're in the business of schools or hospitals, we can partner with you at Tumaini. We have set aside a piece of land for public use, so we'll partner with you very cheaply, and you're going to come up with a beautiful school.
Great.
For our
I want
clients.
to give you a challenge. I want you to say Ekioge kegotieri Ekioge kende.
Ekioge kegotiere Ekioge kende.
Good.
Yes.
That is nice. You've gotten it.
Asante.
Ekioge kegotieri Ekioge kende.
Yes.
And then atato.
Atato.
Yes. It means 3 important things.
Okay.
Abano togo chikokoro muno buli weri tsikoli alero. Abagusi bali mole sikogalia. Abantu bande bayule nikabwate dina batabe no tete kobera gawo. You think abagusi bande bali ba sikogali, you have your small business, and what can we have this dinner? Can we come and sit? Twisira nsege gatunya ko batu kwande bintu biranyana ko babikuriye ko tosegeta ndetse ko batu kuriye omanyete buno wisira nsamese yo wisira nsabu na ari ko determining ibintu byawo bikogenda guki. Aiga no ngara mono CEO or Hyssop properties, you'll be with us. Anybody more interested in you have your small company and we want us to find a place to work in a twins. Just get in touch. Yes, get in touch. Make sure kwa nyadre kwa bako kubuke MSA yao zikero kiao tia kwa tu kwa na manga mzo chikora ko mu buli tukoli alero ena yanga tia abantu nga antu kunyara kumigana amali monali chieka chinyinge chinsemo cha Tumaini chinsemo chilichia ali Nakuru. Just find a place na hela bako nyara kwa bako kubyo kama mzo chikora mu buli tukoli alero wekinga kiende bali tani jingo ngasoro mu tulia rastas
Ekioge Yetieri kende Ekioge go tiria Ekioge kende